people on the face cam can see us. Can see us and the entire game.
Is this a little test recording?
What?
Is this a test recording or are we getting started?
I just started the recording, so long ago, two races ruled over Earth, humans and monsters. One day, war broke out between the two races. After a long battle, the humans were victorious. They sealed the monsters underground with a magic spell. Many years later, Mount Ebot, 2001X. Legends say that those who climb the mountain never return. This is gonna be great. I can already feel we're gonna have a good time.
Yeah, me too, buddy.
Also, let me know if it's either too quiet or too loud at all.
Alright.
Hey guys, gamer of gamers in the zone, and returning as a guest on my channel.
The Wyoming Gamer.
Yeah, it's been a long time since I featured him in a video, mainly because usually when it comes to my content, usually content that I do with him is usually done over on some of his channels, such as yeah.
Actually, we'll tell about that later, right?
Yeah, there's a lot of stuff that we've done throughout our history together. But anyway, for those of you that have been following the channel for a long time, you'll know that in some of my older videos, we did do a Let's Play of Undertale back on like my initial family computer, where yeah, basically, I was still getting into making YouTube content, so I think one of the biggest problems I had with that Undertale Let's Play was that I didn't really balance out the audio with the microphone audio, so there was basically plenty of instances that I noticed that the game audio was very loud, that you could practically hardly hear us as well as a couple of instances where the microphone for some reason straight up muted on at least one episode, I think. So my buddy Jedi Women Game here decided, why not go ahead and do a remake of our Undertale Let's Play. There's a bunch of new things that I want to show, and a bunch of ways we're gonna do it. Also, I do have the microphone switch taped down here on the cord, so I can guarantee you that my microphone will not ever get muted at all throughout the time that we're playing.
Alright.
So we won't have any more of that issue, for sure. And I will notice it here on OBS if we have any problems. But anyway, for those of you that have been paying attention, I think on like a sick day or something I did do like the genocide route here. I did not go as far as to finish it. I went as far as to beat Sans, but never got the genocide ending, and I plan not to do that. We are going to be resetting and do a pacifist run. Now, unfortunately, regular resets, we are unable to change the name or anything of the fallen human. So, we're stuck as Dan right now, which Dan is, I think, like, the name that was given, I think, when one of my sister's friends tried to get into this game, and they named themselves that, and, yeah, we're kind of stuck with this name, so unfortunately we can't name him Trip like we did in our initial Let's Play. Unfortunately, I totally would have named him Trip if we had that option, but we don't, unfortunately.
The name that your mom chose
Yeah, because, like, she chose the idea of naming them Trip because they tripped and fell into the underground, which is why they thought that Trip was a pretty clever name, actually. maybe when I get to the point that we get to the true ending and we have the option to name the fallen human again, there are a couple of little Easter eggs I want to show in terms of naming. But we'll get to that another time. Let's go ahead and get into the game. Oh yeah, Flowey's dialogue is different if you reset after doing a genocide route, so this is gonna be a bit strange. Really, Dan? Well, do what you will. I'll be waiting for you. Yeah, so things are gonna be a bit different with this opening, considering the fact that I did a genocide route. Hello, are you alright? You must be so lost and confused. Ah, do not be afraid, my child. I am Toriel, caretaker of the ruins. I pass through here every day to see if anyone has fallen down. You are the first human to come here in a long time. I will do my best to protect you during your time here. Come, I shall guide you through the catacombs. So I think in our original Let's Play, what we did was I would have Jedi Hoyman Gamer here making all the choices, like who we'd kill and who we spared, and I think we pretty much killed just about everyone we encountered. Yeah. So, I think you said you were interested in just going for a pacifist run.
Well, now I'm kind of just into doing a remake of the neutral route too.
Right, the shadow of the ruins looms above, filling you with determination. HP fully restored. Alright, let's begin. Well, we can think about how we want to go about this as we go. But I do think I'm going to try to make it similar to last time, with you making all the important decisions while I control the character. There is a bunch of stuff that I want to show, so I'm certain that this Let's Play is definitely going to be much longer than our initial Let's Play, because there's a bunch of stuff that I want to show in this game. Like, every last little detail that I know about this game, if we can encounter it. Welcome to your new home, innocent one. Allow me to educate you in the operation of the ruins. Oh. Drank a bit too much there. The ruins are full of puzzles. Ancient fusions between diversions and door keys. One must solve them to move from room to room. Please adjust yourself to the sight of them. Alright. This first puzzle that Toriel already solved for us. Only the fearless may proceed. Brave ones, foolish ones, both walk not the middle road. So, yeah, she's already solved the puzzle for us, but basically you had to press all the buttons that weren't on the middle road and then hit the switch. To make progress here, you will need to trigger several switches. Do not worry, I have labeled the ones that you need to flip. Press Z to read signs. Stay on the path. I think that's supposed to be a hint for, like, the puzzle, because, like, this switch is on the puzzle. Sure, I can turn it down a bit.
So they can hear us better?
I mean, that's in terms of how we can hear it. If I were wanting to turn it down for the audience, I'd do it here, but I have it turned down pretty far already. Because, like you know in my videos, I do my best to try and find that best balance between game audio and microphone audio. Yeah. Alright, please press this switch, Toriel. Oh, look at that. Quite well marked down, I must say. Please press this switch too, Toriel. If you try pressing this one, just say, no, no, no! You want to press the other switch. I even labeled it for you. Splendid. Yeah, she did put a lot of effort into marking down which ones you're supposed to hit. Splendid. I am proud of you, little one. Let us move to the next room. If you do try flipping this switch while Toriel isn't looking, the switch doesn't even work. So, even when you try to fail these puzzles, it's impossible to fail them. As a human living in the underground, monsters may attack you. You will need to be prepared for this situation. However, worry not. The process is simple. When you encounter a monster, you will enter a fight. While you are in a fight, strike up a friendly conversation. Stall for time. I will come to resolve the conflict. Practice talking to the dummy. Alright, you encountered the dummy, so I'm gonna check him. Dummy, attack 0, defense 0, a cotton heart, and a button eye. You are the apple of my eye. Dummy stands around absent-mindedly. Alright, so this is an example of an instance where I'm going to give our pal, the Jedi Hoyman Gamer here, the choice on what we want to do. So, you've seen back in our previous Let's Play that, you know, we can choose to fight, where we can try to kill them, or try to perform an action in the act menu.
Let's talk to him.
Talk to him? You talk to the dummy. It doesn't seem much for conversation. Doriel seems happy with you. You won. You earned 0 XP and 0 gold. Ah, very good. You are very good. So, while that was just a dummy, to give some context as of how battles work, in case you've forgotten, basically, if you kill an enemy, you'll get XP and gold. If you spare an enemy, you'll still get the gold, but you won't get any XP.
Yeah, and why don't we start out with the passive first, right here.
Alright. There is another puzzle in this room. I wonder if you can solve it.
Yeah, of course we can.
Yeah, exactly. Alright. Frogget attacks. Alright, so once again, I'm going to start by checking every time so I can show you the description of each monster we encounter. Frogget, attack 4, defense 5. Life is difficult for this enemy. Oh, and there comes Toriel. To, take care of the situation. Anyway, the western room is the eastern room's blueprint. So, once again, this is one of those puzzles where Toriel's going to solve it for us. But to show off how this puzzle would regularly work, the path you see here in the left part of the room is the path you have to take over the spikes in the right part of the room here. This is the puzzle, but here, take my hand for a moment. She grabs our hand inside. I remember, yeah, first seeing that image, and it was absolutely adorable. Puzzles seem a little too dangerous for now. Also, once again, it is impossible to walk onto the spikes that don't go down. So once again, it's impossible to fail the puzzle even if you try. You've done excellently thus far, my child. However, I have a difficult request to ask of you. I would like you to walk to the end of the room by yourself. Forgive me for this. Dun 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 dun.
All that specifically walking.
I mean, it's a necessary trial that she asks of us. The ultimate challenge to see if we're truly ready to handle the ruins. Greetings, my child. Oh, I forgot. If you interact with the pillar before heading far to the end of the room, to the point that she reveals herself, I think, like, you'll see a dialogue from her where it's just kind of a ... Just a little thing to point out. Greetings, my child. Do not worry, I did not leave you. I was merely behind this pillar the whole time. Thank you for trusting me. However, there was an important reason for this exercise. To test your independence. I must attend to some business, and you must stay alone for a while. Please remain here. It's dangerous to explore by yourself. It's dangerous to go alone. Take this. Thought I'd throw in a little Legend of Zelda reference. I have an idea. I will give you a cell phone. If you have need for anything, just call. Be good, alright? So, at this time, before we move on to the next room, Toriel specifically wants us to wait in here, and she gave us a cell phone. So if we go to our menu here, I don't have any items yet. Here we can look at our stats, so we can see our name, our current level, max HP, our current attack and defense. I believe the regular stuff is like our current total, and the stuff in parentheses I think is like based around what we have equipped. It shows us our amount of XP, the amount needed to advance to the next LV, and our current weapon and armor, which is just the starter gear, the stick, and the bandage. and we currently have 0 gold. Using the cell phone that Toriel gave us, we can do a couple of things, such as saying hi, ask her some stuff about herself. For some reason, call her mom. Don't know why. And apparently flirt with her. I don't know why we have that option. I guess just to have something funny. So, let's say hi to Toriel. This is Toriel. You only wanted to say hello? Well then, hello. I hope that suffices. Hee. Okay, let's maybe, ask her some stuff about herself. This is Toriel. You want to know more about me? Well, I'm afraid there's not much to say. I'm just a silly little lady who worries too much. Yeah, so I believe if you actually take the time to wait around for Toriel to come back, unfortunately, she doesn't actually come back, but I believe every 5 minutes, Toriel will, like, call you back and will, like, give you an update on what she's doing. And I think, what will happen is, like, her progress begins to get more and more interrupted, by, I think, a dog. And basically, I think it'll get to the point that, like, the dog straight up steals Toriel's phone from her. And, it gets to the point that, basically the dog won't give Toriel back her phone until you leave the room, which, to give you a heads up, usually whenever you see the annoying dog in this game, I think that's supposed to be kind of like, Toby Fox's persona, which is the creator of this game, by the way. So usually whenever you see the annoying dog in this game, that usually supposed to represent Toby. So, in a sense, Toby kind of taking Toriel's phone away is, in a sense, I think Toby trying to nudge you that simply waiting around isn't really going to get you anywhere. In the end, you are going to need to leave the room to advance forward. I mean, to give you an example here, wait, what? Alright, here, give me a moment to connect it. Alright, just looking the other way for a moment while I hook this up. Yeah, just something to do while we're waiting for the one of the examples of the instances that Toriel calls you back. Alright, there you go. You're connected now. Yeah. Yep. That was definitely me for sure. I guess while we're waiting, maybe I can show you some memes or something that I found throughout my time on the internet. I'm probably not going to show them on the video. I'm probably just going to show them to you. Let me see. There was... this one's a classic. Here, take a look at this. Did you ever watch Yu-Gi-Oh! As a kid?
I don't think I have watched Yu-Gi-Oh!
Oh, so you probably won't get this joke then. Like, you've played Uno, though, right?
Yes.
So, he's playing a Draw 4 card, which is usually known for being, like, the most devastating card in Uno. And... yeah, it... Alright, let me see. Here we go. Alright, Toriel's now calling us back, so... Hello, this is Toriel. My errands are taking longer than I thought they would. You must wait 5 more minutes. Thank you for being patient. So yeah, every 5 minutes she'll call you back, and again, it gets to the point that the annoying dog takes her phone away from her, which I think, yeah, if you wait... if you choose to keep waiting, I think, like, you'll get up to, I think, about 30 minutes of unique dialogue each time Toriel calls you back. After that, I think it's just the same thing with just, the annoying dog snoring, from taking the phone. So, I think I'm just gonna go ahead and advance forward, but those of you that are interested in that little detail, go ahead and check it out for yourself. As for us, though, let's keep the game moving. For now. Hello, this is Toriel. You have not left the room, have you? There are a few puzzles ahead that I have yet to explain. It would be dangerous to try to solve them yourself. Be good, alright? Alright, so here's a frog over here we can talk to. Ribbit, ribbit. Excuse me, human. I have some advice for you about battling monsters. If you act a certain way or fight until you almost defeat them, they might not want to battle you anymore. If a monster does not want to fight you, please, use some mercy, human. Ribbit.
Which is what we plan to do.
Alright, up here we have a bowl of candy. It says, take one. Take a piece of candy?
Yes.
Alright,
We'll take a piece of candy.
you took a piece of candy, press C to open the menu.
Is that part of the task?
I don't think it matters how much candy you take. I mean, it would be kind of disrespectful, though, to take more candy when it says to take one. I don't know if any of you guys ever do that on Halloween, where there's a bowl of candy, and because the parents aren't home or something, they just tell you to take one. I don't know if you're ever the kind of guy that either takes one or, yeah, because I'm sure there's probably some people who do that, where they kind of break the rules and stuff. You know there's at least one kid out there in your town on Halloween that takes more than one candy out of a bowl that says to take one. Anyway, as we've seen earlier, these little star-looking things here are usually your save points. Playfully crinkling through the leaves fills you with determination. HP fully restored.
There you go.
Alright, so moving on. Oh, we got another encounter here. Another frogget. So I already checked this boss before. Act options are compliment and threat.
Try constantly.
What? Complimenting, you said? Alright, compliment. Frogget didn't understand what you said, but was flattered anyway. Blushes deeply. Ribbit.
Yeah.
First what?
Or first attack.
Yeah, Frogget seems reluctant to fight you. So something that isn't revealed until a little bit later is that, yeah, when their name is yellow, that's when you have the option to spare or be able to just straight up backstab them.
This is what we do not plan on doing.
Yeah, because that is something you could do, is that when you have the option to spare a monster, that puts their guard down where your attacks, I believe, can deal more damage to the point that usually I think you can just straight up one-shot them if you try to kill... Sorry, that's my phone's notification ringtone. Just an email, nothing important. Alright, we got another frogget, so you want to try the same thing as last time?
Sure.
Alright, let's compliment again.
I don't wanna threaten him.
Alright, frogget seems reluctant to fight you. And there we go.
Another two bowls are.
Hello, this is Toriel. For no reason in particular, which do you prefer? Cinnamon or butterscotch? Wait, do not tell me. Is it butterscotch? Oh, yeah, so if you've made it this far in a previous playthrough and have done like a regular reset, she'll slightly remember what your initial pick was, which I kind of was rushing in my genocide route, so I guess I must have picked butterscotch without noticing. So would you say butterscotch is what you'd prefer? Alright. Hehe. I had a feeling. When humans fall down here, strangely, I often feel like I already know them. So in a sense, while they did technically forget our adventure before resetting, they have some sort of slight resemblance of the feelings that they got or something. I don't know the best way to describe it. Truthfully, when I first saw you, I felt like I was seeing an old friend for the first time. Strange, is it not? Well, thank you for your selection. Hello, this is Toriel. You do not dislike cinnamon, do you? I actually kind of like cinnamon.
Yeah, we love cinnamon. And
Yeah.
I love cinnamon.
I know what your preference is, but would you turn up your nose if you found it on your plate? Right, I understand. Thank you for being patient, by the way. Alright. Oh, I didn't even read the sign on this puzzle yet. 3 out of 4 gray rocks recommend you push them. This is one of the 4 gray rocks that recommend you push them. Whimsun approached meekly. Check. Oh yeah, we can already spare him. Whimsun, attack 5, defense 0. This monster is too sensitive to fight. I have no
Well, it's
choice.
just like flowing away.
Yeah. Whimsun continues to mutter apologies. Even though we already have the option to spare him, there are a couple of options here in the act menu, such as console and terrorize. Console, you say?
Yes.
Alright, console. Halfway through your first word, Whimsun bursts into tears and runs away.
Oh.
So that's still technically counted as a spare.
You dead?
Yeah, because they ran away, technically. Alright, oh, let's see if I remember the solution to this puzzle. Nope, I forgot to get... This is the same mistake I made in my genocide run as well. So here's the puzzle hint down here. Please don't step on the leaves. So the areas where there's no leaves is the path you're supposed to take to get through that. Oh, we got a Frogget and Whimsun. So let's compliment the Frogget, and then we can spare them both on the same turn. Was flattered anyway.
Double attack?
Okay. Oh yeah, an interesting detail that you probably didn't notice there, because that was a pretty short turn. But when there's multiple monsters that screen at once, the individual attacks get weaker, because where there is the additional challenge of having to deal with more than one monster, their attacks do become a little bit easier to dodge. Oh yeah, this puzzle does progressively get easier the more you fail, since there's a marking there on where you've fallen. If we read this sign up... Oh, well, after this monster encounter. Yeah, we keep encountering a lot of Froggets today. We just started and we're encountering lots. I mean, at least we get plenty of gold for sparing them, at least. Although these starter enemies don't drop that much gold. This sign says, didn't you read the sign downstairs? We're stepping on leaves, even though the sign downstairs told us not to step on the leaves.
Yeah.
Alright, so 3 out of 4 gray rocks recommend you push them, so...
And we got
You tripped into a line of Mold Smalls, so... Mold Smalls, let's check them. Mold Small, attack 6, defense 0. Stereotypical, curvaceously attractive, but no brains. Wait, what's what? Maybe, I don't know. This is another enemy where you're immediately able to spare them right at the start of the battle. Yeah, a lot of the starter enemies are like this. So, alright, that's 3 out of the 4 gray rocks pushed. And then here's the gray rock that does not recommend pushing them. Whoa there, partner. Who said you could push me around? Hmm? So you're asking me to move over? Okay, just for you, pumpkin. Hmm? You want me to move some more? Alrighty, how's this? Wrong way, buddy. Hmm? That was the wrong direction? Okay, I think I got it. Alright, well done. Was that helpful? Alright, let's move. Hmm? You wanted me to stay there? You're giving me a real workout. Aren't things easier when you just ask? Yes, they are easier. Alright, over here we have a little mouse hole over here. And a table with a cheese on it. This cheese has been here quite a long time. It's stuck to the table. Knowing the mouse might one day leave its hole and get the cheese, it fills you with determination. Alright. Moving on, we got our first mid-boss. Are they gone yet? This ghost keeps saying Z out loud repeatedly, pretending to sleep. Move it with force.
Yeah, sure.
Alright, moving it with force. Here comes Napstablook. Napstablook. Attack 10, defense 10. This monster doesn't seem to have a sense of humor. Oh, I'm real funny. Napstablook is staring into the distance. Alright, so we have the option in the act menu to flirt, threat, or cheer. Cheer? He gave Napstablook a patient smile. Really not feeling up to it right now, sorry. Aw, man. Nabsablook looks just a little bit better. I don't know at the... I mean, I do know what these options do, since, you know, I've played this game plenty of times before and have seen countless Let's Plays of this game. Because I'm the one that's kind of going in the informal direction. I'm leaving it up to you to make the decisions. Try flirting? Just weigh you down. Nabsablook looks just a little bit better. Alright, what now? Do another cheer? You told Nabsablook a little joke. There's one attack that Nabsablook hasn't done yet. I wonder why it's not doing that one. Cheering seems to have improved Nabsablook's mood again. Not quite yet. What do you want to do now? Okay. You gave Nabsablook a cruel look. Go ahead. Do it. Oh, here's the attack that Nabsablook hasn't done yet. That attack can be quite difficult sometimes, to the point that, depending on how you avoid it, it can sometimes feel undodgeable. Cheering seems to have improved Nabsablook's mood again. Alright, what now? Okay, I just waited. Okay, it's kind of the same thing again. So, flirting, kind of giving us the same results, not really doing much. Cheering seems to have improved Nabsablook's mood again. Alright. Well, we were seeing a bit of progress when we cheered with him. There was a bit of... So let's try cheering again. Nabsablook wants to show you something. Let me try. I call it Dapper Blook. Do you like it? Nabsablook eagerly awaits your response. Cheer? Again?
Yeah.
Alright. Oh, gee. I usually come to the ruins because there's nobody around, but today I met somebody nice. Oh, I'm rambling again. I'll get out of your way. Alright, so we have two paths that we can take here. I'm gonna go to the right path first, where we have Spider Bake Sale. All proceeds go to real spiders. So we have two different webs here. One where we can choose to leave 7 gold in the web, or the big web where we can leave 18 gold in the web. We do have enough for this web if we want to buy something from this one. Though that's, again, your choice if we want to buy something or not. Wait on the buying? Alright. I mean, we can, Alright, be conservative with the gold. Okay. Did you miss it? Spider Bake Sale down and to the right. Come eat food made by spiders, for spiders, of spiders. That is kind of true, that spiders can be kind of cannibalistic at times. I have seen videos where I think there's like this guy that has like multiple pet tarantulas. And I think there was like one video where I think like he did some like breeding with his tarantulas, and I think one of those tarantulas actually ate their partner while mating. Yeah, that is something a tarantulas can do and sometimes will do. So yeah. Alright, we got some froggets in this room. Ribbit, ribbit. My friend never listens to me. Whenever I talk, they skip through my words by pressing X. That's right, pressing X. Well, at least you listen to me. Yeah, so you can press X to skip through dialogue if you're getting impatient. Let's see what this frogget has to say. Ribbit, ribbit. I heard using F4 can make you have a full screen. But what does F4 stand for? 4 frogs? I have only seen a maximum of 3 frogs in it. There's 3 frogs visible. This is troubling, to say the least, for a bit. Okay, so there is 3 visible frogs in this room, but there is a secret 4th frog, I think, right back here in this part of the wall. There's an ant-sized frog in a crack in the wall. It waves at you. So it's not visible, but there is a 4th frog in the room. Although pressing F4 does actually make it full screen. I don't think I want to make it full screen though, because I want to be able to see what's going on in OBS. Yeah. Ribbit, Ribbit. I have heard you are quite merciful for a human. Surely you know by now a monster wears a yellow name when you spare it. What do you think of that? What do you think? Do you think it's very helpful?
Yeah, I think it's very helpful.
Yeah. It is rather helpful. Remember, sparing is just saying you won't fight. Maybe one day, you'll have to do it even if their name isn't yellow. An interesting little detail. If you chose to say that it's bad, I think they would actually give you the option to straight up turn off the names turning yellow. And then I think if you go back and talk to this guy again and try to turn the name back on, of the names turning yellow, I think they'll like turn pink instead of yellow from when you have the ability to spare a monster. Neat little detail. I keep cracking my voice a lot today. I don't know why. Hello. I just realized that it has been a while since I have cleaned up. I was not expecting to have company so soon. There are probably a lot of things lying about here and there. You can pick them up, but do not carry more than you need. Someday you might see something you really like. You will want to leave room in your pockets for that. Luke's drew near. Alright, Luke's. Attack 6, defense 6. Don't pick on him. Family name, Eyewalker. Please don't pick on me. Luke's is staring through you, right through you. What, does he have like X-ray vision? Alright, don't pick on him. Finally, someone gets it. Okay. Luke's is staring right through you. Okay, and we now have the option to spare him. Good work, buddy. And 5 gold we got from Luke's. Nice. There's just one switch, so variety of pitfalls we can fall down here. I believe each one having something different. This one has a monster you can fight in it. This is Vegetoid. Vegetoid came out of the earth. So, Vegetoid, attack 6, defense 6, serving size 1 monster, not monitored by the USDA. Farmed locally, very locally. So yeah, this monster attacks by basically throwing down a bunch of vegetables. Vegetoid cackles softly. So Vegetoid, we have a few options. We can talk, devour, or dinner. Talk first. Plants can't talk, dummy. I mean, it is kind of true though on plants that plants can't talk. So we can try dinner. You pat your stomach. Vegetoid offers a healthy meal. Eat your greens. So this is a good example of green attacks. So green bullets compared to the basic white bullets, they will green bullets will heal you. Oh, and we can spare them. So that was the correct option. You won 4 gold from Vegetoid. Alright, so that pitfall didn't have the switch. I think we saw the switch over here. That opens up the way forward. I do believe there's a couple more things I want to find before moving on. Luke's Jr. Okay, don't pick on Luke's. Finally, someone gets it. Oh, oh, that was close. Alright. XP and 5 gold. There's the switch. Which one had the ribbon again? I think it was maybe the bottom left corner. Also, I believe this down here you can find Napstablook again. Yeah, bottom left corner is that. I accidentally went back up. Can I still go down? Yes, I can. Okay, good. I fell down a hole. Now I can't get up. Go on without me. Wait, ghosts can fly, can't they? Oh well. Alright, there's also another Vegetoid down there. If you're in the mood to fighting some monsters for gold, or sparing monsters for gold, either one. Megossip crawled up close. So, Megossip is interesting. So, check Megossip. Attack 7, defense 5. It seems evil, but it's just with the wrong crowd. Heed the swarm. Moldsball waits pensively. So, Megossip is interesting in that, unlike other monsters where you have to like act or something, I believe this monster you have to spare by sparing all the other monsters first. In me is the best, because the wrong crowd was kind of a hint on that. By having it alone, yeah, Megossip won't have a care in the world, and then it can be spared. Yeah, I kind of wanted to hold your hand on that one, because that one can be a bit complicated to figure out. You found a faded ribbon. Okay, so this is an example of finding a piece of armor. So, oh wait, no, that's the phone. So currently we have a bandage as our armor. And, so this is the faded ribbon. Oh yeah, we can also gain info on certain items. So like the monster candy here, it says, Monster candy heals 10 HP, has a distinct non-licorice flavor. And the faded ribbon, it says faded ribbon, armor defense 3. If you're cuter, monsters won't hit you as hard. So yeah, by equipping this, apparently monsters won't want to attack us as hard. So yeah, let's go ahead and equip it. You equipped the ribbon. Leaving us now with the bandage in our inventory. Bandage heals 10 HP. It has already been used several times. So our starter equipment, once unequipped, is just kind of a completely different item entirely. It basically no longer counts as an, actually piece of weapon or armor that we can use. Alright, so I could choose to fight that Vegetoid down there, but I think I want to just move on for now. Since I've already shown the first Vegetoid, and the only reason why I'd want to continue to fight monsters would be to grind for gold, but considering my skill level at the game, I don't think we should be needing that much gold. The far door is not an exit, it simply marks a rotation in perspective. So this isn't probably the most interesting puzzle the Ruins has to offer, and of course it's the last one as well, so you kind of want to keep an eye on these switches, because as the room rotates, when you go to the next door over, these switches are going to rotate as well. So this sign will say, if you can read this, press the blue switch. So we saw the blue switch initially by this pillar in the previous room. We got some more Vegetoids. How do we want to deal with this? There's Stalk, Devour, or Dinner. Go ahead and do dinner again. Alright, Vegetoid offers a healthy meal. Oh Jesus, this is interesting. Vegetoid cackles. Alright, that's one down, so let's do it for the other one as well. Offers a healthy meal. Oh! Got it. Oh, except I got hit as well. Alright, that's fine though. It's only 2 damage. But I believe the blue switch is hiding behind this pillar right here. You hear a clicking sound. Let's see here. If you can read this, press the red switch. If you do press the wrong switch here, I believe you'll fall down a pitfall like that. I just wanted to use that as an example of what happens if you pick the wrong switch. Alright, so moving on. Can read this, press the red switch. So over here's the red switch. So switch, press it. Yes, you hear a clicking sound. Moving us to the final room. If you can read this, press the green switch. So now we have 2 switches hiding behind pillars, which I believe the green one was behind this pillar over here. Except now we have Lux's in our way. So give us a moment. Staring right through here. Don't pick on them both. What a nice. Lux gnashes its teeth. Alright. Moving on. So switch. Press it. Yes. You hear a clicking sound. And with that, I believe that's the last room where we can encounter monsters. So we've basically made it to the end of the ruins at this point. And with that, before we go up, I'm going to go this way first. Ribbit, ribbit. just between you and me, I saw Toriel come out of here just a little while ago. She was carrying some groceries. I didn't ask what they were for. We're all too intimidated to talk to her. In here, we got a very nice view of the ruins from a high vantage point. And over here, we have an item we can pick up, the toy knife. So, toy knife, weapon attack 3, made of plastic, a rarity nowadays. So, let's maybe go ahead and equip that. You equip toy knife. Where we can then look at the info on the starter weapon we initially had equipped, the stick. Weapon attack 0, its bark is worse than its bite. An interesting fact about the stick is that, I believe it can be used on certain monsters where you can throw it, and I think, like, certain monsters, like the dog monsters that we'll encounter later on. Sorry for those who haven't played Undertale anymore, but this is a pretty commonly known game at this point, so I think no one watching is going to care about spoilers at this point, but you can use this on dogs to, I believe, be able to instantly spare them. So using stick on dogs is, like, instant spare. Alright, and up here is forward progress. Oh dear, that took longer than I thought it would. How did you get here, my child? Are you hurt? There, I will hear. An interesting fact here. There are actually 3 different pieces of dialogue we can get here. This is one of them, where if you've taken a bit of damage on your way to this part, if you have all of your health fully restored or something when you talk to her, she'll say, "Oh, not a scratch. Impressive." If your health is dangerously low, she'll be like, "Who did this to you? You will get an apology." A neat little detail that, depending on how much damage you've taken, depends on her reaction here on this part. We've only taken a little bit damage here, so easy to be healed. I should not have left you alone for so long. It was irresponsible to try to surprise you like this. Well, I suppose I cannot hide it any longer. Come, small one. But yeah, if you check your menu here, you can see that we have been fully restored. And if we check stats here, yeah, the stats we've gotten from equipment is shown in the parentheses on our stats with attack and defense. Every time this old tree grows any leaves, they fall right... I think all of the leaves we've seen throughout the ruins come from likely this tree. Alright. Being such a cute, tidy house in the ruins gives you determination. And in here, do you smell that? Surprise! It's a butterscotch cinnamon pie. I thought we might celebrate your arrival. I want you to have a nice time living here, so I will hold off on snail pie for tonight. Here, I have another surprise for you. This is it. A room of your own. I hope you like it. Is something burning? Make yourself at home. Before we go checking out well, I guess we can take a peek at our new room here. This is what our new room looks like. I want to show a few things before we check that room out, though. Because there's something that can be changed if depending on what we select here. So I want to start here in the kitchen, where we can see stuff like the stove top is very clean. Toriel must use fire magic instead. So she straight up uses magic to cook her food instead of using the stove top or the oven. Over here we have the now cooked pie. What a nice smell. Too hot to eat though. So pie is still cooling. Inside the cupboard are cookie cutters for gingerbread monsters. Excuse me. There is some white fur stuck in the drain. For some reason, there is a brand name chocolate bar in the fridge. Alright, and then over here we have nice fireplace. The fire isn't burning hot, just pleasantly warm. You could put your hand inside. I believe talking tutorial will advance the game forward, so we're going to save talking tutorial for last. It's a history book. Here's a random page. Trapped behind the barrier and fearful of further human attacks, we retreated. Far, far into the earth we walked until we reached the cavern's end. This was our new home, which we named Home. As great as our king is, he is pretty lousy at names. The ends of the tools have been filed down to make this safer. So Toriel's done basically a bunch of stuff to basically, in a sense, make everything child-proof, basically.
Oh god.
What's happening?
Hold on, hello?
Alright.
Just that.
I suppose now would be a good stopping point, maybe, for this episode. Actually, no, he probably won't be long. I suppose while he's doing that, I guess I can still take the time to show more of the house, like over here. Inside is an old calendar from the beginning of 2010X. These books are worn. They must have been read many times. Alright, and then... I suppose I can continue. I think I want to wait on him before we continue. He shouldn't be long, everyone. Not the first time we've had an instance where a phone call interrupted one of our recordings, but... Alright, Alright. Anyway, moving forward. Inside is an old calendar from the beginning of 2010X. And then here, these books are worn. They must have been read many times. Down here is the basement. Rather pretty ominous basement down here. I think you should play upstairs instead. Okay, so Toriel's not letting us explore the basement at the moment. Yeah, I guess. Yeah, I suppose we could. Okay, so we'll explore the other half of our home here, our new home here, next time. But I'd say we're off to a good start so far.
Yes, we are.
Yeah. So, I look forward to continuing this remake of our Undertale Let's Play. Definitely gonna be some major differences and a lot more details I'm gonna be showing as we continue throughout our Let's Play of this game. So, with that though, until next time, this is the Gamer of Gamers. And with that, we'll see you all next time. Until next... Yep. Until next... Sorry. I'm so used to when we're doing recordings with... Okay. Alright. I'm the Gamer of Gamers. He's the Jedi Woman Gamer. And stay excellent, everyone.